What is your next thing you're going to do?
So obviously our next long-term goal is figuring out who, like where specifically they would have taken these diamonds. Basically, we want to figure out where they delivered them, I think.
Sounds like a plan to me. But let's see.
Also, there's the other thing. Do we want to attempt to renegotiate our payment and take a share of the diamonds instead of the 10K?
They are rubies.
I'm
looking for rubies.
I'm not interested in these things.
All right.
Personally. Okay. I'm gonna tell them that I'm gonna take a walk down First Avenue where I believe the car had sped off towards, and see if there's any other signs of damage, or if there's any other night errant patrols heading out that way. If I can try to get a good estimate on what direction they went.
You can easily tell from the skid marks you saw earlier that they came around this corner here,
okay.
Heading northeast. They skidded into First Avenue, conducted the hit, then sped off in a northeasterly direction again. However, this is a grid of streets. They could have easily turned more corners.
Of course. I was thinking more beyond the first block and heading towards the next block and seeing if there's any signs of unusual activity.
Alright, so you head out and down a couple of blocks and you start looking around, but the basic night errant investigation is staying within its own cordon, and there's no skid marks around corners that you can easily see, no bullet holes or anything. It's downtown, there's plenty of people walking around and so on, you know, security cameras and drones and whatnot, but actual physical evidence of where this car went is it's not there.
Yep.
I do say in my job applications I always prefer teams to have matrix specialists. It's okay though, you guys are definitely 100% at this very moment capable of tracking exactly where your rubies went.
Yep. And you guys weren't interested in the potentially much higher payout from the rubies than the 10K?
I'm taking the 10K. If you two want to renegotiate, that's on you.
Davian, how do you feel about this?
Renegotiate is a dirty word, as I've been told.
Yeah, it is. The payout may be worth it, but pissing off the Johnson may not be. All right, 10K is fine.
All right, guys. So, what are you guys going to do?
I'm thinking.
Trying to mentally place all these puzzle pieces together.
This is not a puzzle run because I haven't made up the puzzle before the run.
A figurative puzzle, not a literal puzzle.
Cool.
Maybe we could try to track the rubies by the buyer.
That's an option.
Because they didn't just steal them for themselves.
That was, I seem to recall, I think anyway, I'd kind of forgotten what I was meaning to ask my info broker, but he didn't pick up.
No, he didn't pick up. You could try again in an hour or so, but it's not picking up at the moment.
Is there anything we want to look into for this hour? Like anything we want to metric search?
If you want to search for Moonseed, still need information on that. But
I think we kind of got that covered with my guy, but we can try it. What's your intuition, Davian?
5.
Alright.
You don't
I
need to
think we
cast
should.
spells on each other.
It makes him better at his job. Do you want the increased intuition spell, Davian?
Not really.
Sure.
I don't even know to what end you're casting me.
Like buffing your intuition to make you better at metric searches so they go a bit faster. So we can cram more of them into the hour. But fine. Okay, let's try tracking down that drug. Although we do kind of have that covered through my guy.
If we're going to be looking for drugs, it's probably not the best. Downtown's probably not the best place. I mean, we can go to one of the less secure areas. Oh wait, I'm sorry, Midseed is not illegal yet, is it?
Moonseed is not yet illegal. It's just really hard to get your hands on. And
Yeah.
even harder to get your hands on verified clean moonseed.
Well, I'll tell you this one for free, LVN. After this run, I'm definitely buying a police contact. Kinda handy.
You don't need a police contact to solve this.
No, I'm just saying they're kinda handy. Okay.
I
So
mean,
what
if
are
you
we
guys
doing?
are getting stumped in character and out of character, I'd like to give you a bunch of stuff. This run,
Alright.
this hit happened quite recently, time-wise, in character. You guys haven't even asked around the witnesses. Have you tried talking to the Night Errant investigators? Have you put together that these are rubies from a mana storm with blood magic associated with them? You have many options you can follow. You could also just go to this roadblock guy and talk to him. You could look up or ask around who might be using, blood magic infused rubies from a mana storm, or why those might even be a good thing to have.
Alright. Let's start with the last one because I think we may be able to do that through knowledge scales.
I'm just saying, I've given you a bunch of leads you haven't yet gone down. So,
So let's start with the last one. I have magical threats, I have arcana, I have some things. I can get a contact to do magical traditions. Which would you say applies?
you can roll magical threats with +6 dice, if I remember correctly. Let me just double check it.
I guess while this is happening, I'm gonna go try and get some ideas about what the people on the street think and what they saw.
Yeah. Turkish, what tradition are you?
Chaos.
Yeah, okay, you don't get +6. You can just roll magical threats.
Still 5 hits because I'm a shitlord who rolls really well.
Yeah, fair enough. No. Rubies are objects of desire and fury. Their, magical natural alignment is one of power. And when infused with blood, they become items of power over people. They would be especially sought after by black mages of one kind or another. They would also be sought after by, blood mages, obviously, but also vampiric mages of any tradition, because of their ability to form a symbiotic link with people's essence. And generally, any group of people that looked for symbiotic links to another group of people would be in the, buyer's marketplace. So this puts all of your intuition towards, this probably isn't a corp that's looking for these blood rubies, because of a combination of what the Johnson said, that it's probably not a large corporation.
Yep.
And so you're thinking a smaller magical society is probably who you're after. Although
All right.
finding magical societies that want Ruby's mind out of slave child labor under a monastery with sacrifices, yeah.
I mean, all of the things you listed are people who are known to be particularly pleasant, so yeah. So, like, immediately, the Black Lodge springs to mind.
No, it doesn't. The Black Lodge is not this overt.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I was thinking Aztec there for a while with the blood magic, but they wouldn't do it this way. So we're looking at someone smaller. Okay, that's good to know. Let's see what the witnesses have to say about this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna approach and kind of try to secret over the crowd and just casually ask, "Hey, do you know what happened?"
Who are you asking?
Just people standing around the police line.
Yeah, so you start asking around a couple of people, and after a bit you get the information that, oh man, you find somebody who was actually walking along the street when it happened. Yeah. And what you get from them is like, look, I haven't told the Night Errant guys this because like they wouldn't let me talk. But you see up over there, and he points along the street up to the freeway overpass that cuts through the middle of town. He says, up in there, I saw big ass muzzle flashes. I think that's what stopped the car. Because the car was shot before the other car came around the corner.
So you're thinking like a grassy knoll sort of situation here?
The fuck?
I mean, another party?
I don't know. I just know the car got shot before the car came around the corner, and then I, jumped for some bins, and bullets started going everywhere, and oh, bejesus.
Look, you got your skin still, chummer.
Yeah. I mean, dumpsters around here are pretty tough. Get down behind some plastic, keep your head down, and hope for the shooting to stop. Why are you interested, though?
Say I'm a startup journalist. Just looking into things, get a leg up on my competition.
Do you wanna roll some con?
I don't, but I'll try. I assume fast talk will work.
Oh, definitely fast talk applies.
One hit.
This guy's like, huh? Really now? I don't see no press pass.
Hey man, I'm like I said, I'm a startup. Just got a blog.
Nah. How's about you make a contribution to my pharmaceuticals fund, and we never met each other?
I might be amenable to that. What are you charging?
I always need them concentration drugs. Maybe a dose or 3. 2 doses. Yeah, 2 doses of that concentration druggy thing. You got any on you?
Which drug would that be?
He's asking for psych.
Over DNI, I'm gonna ask if anyone has a couple of doses of psych they could sell me.